over at the Hughes Agroecology Center, we talk about urban ag from time to time and what can be done to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, I'd like to move favorable on this piece of legislation.
Well, you know, Jay, we will definitely get to that. I think Delegate Wells wants to amend her own bill.
Oh, no, don't do it.
We talked about it last week. They're really, really simple amendments.
Okay.
Is it okay if I share my screen? I can share the amendments on my screen.
All right. We're missing a few people, but we have a few people. So let's just
See who we got.
we have 5, right?
Oh, we're
I'll
good to
just-
go.
Are we missing? Is Otto on this subcommittee?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And so is Jerry.
Yeah, we're missing Otto and Jalisi.
Jalisi.
And Clark, right? Okay, Kristen, why don't you go ahead? And my sense is, unless somebody really wants to object, that we'll basically be willing to do what the sponsor wants here. But Kristen, would you tell us, and
Sure.
Melissa, tell us what it is that you want to do?
Sure. Want me to start, or would you let Kristen go, the lawyer?
So I can't really remember. Last week, I think we posted 2 of the amendments that Delegate Wells was proposing. This amendment basically combines the 2 amendments that she already submitted plus 1 additional amendment. And so the first amendment is just a purpose paragraph update. In fact, there's some technical changes that need to happen with that. And then the second amendment basically does 3 things. It would ensure that applications from historically disadvantaged urban farmers are prioritized. It would require MDA to seek and prioritize input from urban agriculture farms and farmer advocates when they adopt the regulations under the bill. And then the new one that wasn't discussed last week, instead of authorizing a distribution from the abandoned property fund, it will take that out of the bill. Instead would just be an authorization for the governor to provide funding to the fund.
And Kristen, I just want to clarify, but that does not preclude on the funding part. That doesn't mean that I still couldn't work with like appropriations to get funding through that process.
Well, it comes through the budget bill.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So
Yeah. And that second one was just more of perhaps potentially some challenges of getting this out of the Senate because there would in essence be a fiscal note. So that's why, and I think even from the jump, the identifying where the money's going to come from is still kind of a up in the air situation. So my ultimate goal is to establish this program. We've heard from the Department of Agriculture that there's a lot of support currently with the administration. I think this is an issue that is going to continue to pick up more support even nationally. So I don't see this being a big challenge of getting funding when there would be more resources available. So I would like to move all these amendments.
All right, is there a second?
I think Delegate Clark is just joining.
Yes.
I'll second.
Delegate Clark, you can hear us?
Yes, I'm good now.
Are we
I'm good.
Okay, now we can see you, and I think that's the protocol that we should be able to see people.
Yeah, when I tried to sign in, it went to the land use site for some reason. I don't know, but here I am.
Delegate Stein.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I just, for the bill and any amendments, I need to be recorded as taking the rule on this. So just for the record.
Okay, which bill are we on?
Is it 269?
269, and it's the Urban Agriculture Grant Program bill.
Maybe you should just take a walk.
I didn't hear, have we all voted on it or what?
We're voting on the amendments right now.
Oh, okay.
Kristen or Melissa, do you want to explain the amendments to Delegate Clark? Oh, and here comes Delegate Otto.
And
So
Delegate Otto's coming on too, so hold up. And when he comes on, I can go ahead and share my screen again. And then before you take the vote, let me stop sharing my screen, because that way we can see everybody, and then just make sure that, you know, we have an accurate vote. Not that it's recorded officially, but just it makes it easy to view. So
Yes.
I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so this is for House Bill 269, Urban Agriculture Grant Program. The amendment would ensure that applications from historically disadvantaged urban farmers are prioritized. It would require the Department of Agriculture to seek and prioritize input from urban agriculture farms and farmer advocates. And the bill, the final amendment would strike language that authorized a distribution from the abandoned property fund, and would instead just authorize the governor to provide funding for the program.
Any discussion on these? Charles, are you there?
He's there.
There he is. Okay, Charles, did you catch all that, the amendments?
Yes.
All right, they've been moved and
Adopt the
seconded.
amendments.
Hmm?
I move to adopt the amendments.
Okay, and they've been seconded. So all those in
Right.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And anybody abstaining or taking the rule? All right.
Take a walk.
Take a,
Is Dana gonna get money out of
if
this?
I take a walk, I may not come back.
Which rule are you taking?
I don't know, what, the long ruler, I don't know.
You're covering them all. You're taking the rule.
I'm covering them all, right.
Okay, so we have an amended bill in front of us. Is any discussion or motion?
I'll move the bill as amended.
I'll second the motion.
All right.
And I'll-
Delegate Jacob tried to move it 5 minutes ago, but we had to do
Well,
the
I got it the second time.
Okay, I'm having technical difficulties. I'm trying to rename myself.
Hey,
Um,
Mr. Chairman, I just asked, James is here from the DNR. Do they have some kind of financial investment in this, or what is their?
Mr. Chairman, you mind if I?
Go ahead.
Well, you know, I have to agree with Cassie. I think this is one of the best bills the subcommittee has seen so far this year. But that's going to depend on ultimately how the funding is going to play out. You know, I understand that perhaps program open space might be in the crosshairs, and the department would respectfully resist that as a funding source.
Duly noted.
I'm sorry, you're resisting what as a funding source?
Program open space from the transfer tax repayment. It's been part of the discussion.
That's
So
all
the-
introduced last year, I believe.
Yeah. No,
That's not in the bill this year.
correct.
Okay, right. It's not
Eh.
in the,
And if I may, Mr. Chairman, Cassie, the department is happy.
Yep, we're good with it.
All right.
You have a motion and a second.
Delegate Gilchrist, if you want to change your name and you go up and hover with your cursor in the right corner of your screen, and you have the ellipses of 3 dots, you should have an option to rename at the bottom.
My computer's not responding,
Gotcha.
so I'm
Okay.
wondering if
Dumb.
I'm about to be kicked out. So, but thank you, Kristen. Yeah, I do know I have done it. My computer just isn't responding right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so we have any other discussion on this bill? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anybody taking the rule? Okay, good. All right, that is actually what we had. And Teresa, I forgot to ask you when we went live, but basically you went live right when we started.
I went live about 5 minutes in, so right before Delegate Clark and Delegate Otto came in.
And did we have trouble with, anybody have trouble with the link today?
After all
that's
the links got sent out, sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Yeah, I did it a little bit. They just, when I hit one, tried to copy and paste it, put the other one in there. It's just my inability to run the computer right.
I had the challenge of finding the link. I think you sent it to me, but I was on a laptop today, and often I'm on another computer, so I knew I saw it yesterday, the link. So
my legislative director puts the links into the calendar.
yeah.
I come in, so wherever I am, I can find it.
Yep.
Teresa, the links that were sent out, were some of them incorrect? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, at some point there were 2 incorrect links, but I did make sure to send out the right one very late last night. But in the future, you guys won't receive multiple emails for it. And I'll make sure to send out the email again right when Delegate Gilchrist announces the subcommittee is happening. So it's at
Well,
the
that
top
was-
of your mailbox.
And we'll try to stay in touch with all of your offices through
Yes.
email. So let us know if there's a problem with the links, but it looks like, and I'll reach out to Delegate Jalisi. All right, anything else? Kristen, voting Friday?
Sorry. Yeah. According to the chair's announcement, we'll be voting on Friday. So that's all I know. I'm just waiting to hear more. I'm sure that'll get into the hearing schedule. We'll know time and everything soon.
Okay, I think this subcommittee, I think we'll have like 4 bills. I think we did 3 last week and 1 today. Okay,
That sounds about
everybody
right.
have a good day.
Thank you.
See you later.
We're batting 100 today.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks,
Good
everyone.
work.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you.